Gore Magala returns in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Who dat? I'll explain. Gore Magala is a previous flagship monster from Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS. Flagship? What's that mean? Flagship monster basically means it's the new monster that the game's story primarily focuses on. In World it was Nerd Gigante, Iceborne it was Volcana, Rise it was Magna Malo, and in Sunbreak it'll be Malzeno. It's the monster that usually appears on the cover, but not always, because marketing is hard. Other previous flagships already in Rise include Zinogre, Nargacuga, Tigrex, and Valstrax. If they had their own unique theme song, they're probably either a previous flagship monster or an Elder Dragon, or both. In Monster Hunter 4, what had happened was Gore Magala shows up, interferes with the ecosystem in some way, so you gotta kill it, which is basically the plot to every Monster Hunter game, because I don't think anyone's playing these games for the story. But yeah, G-Mag is relentless, coming after you like it just missed the school bus, and you're the bus. Going on a boat cruise, Gore Magala. Going on a forest picnic with the Ace Hunters, Gore Magala. Do one of you owe it money? Gore Magala is one of the coolest monsters. Just look at it. Definitely one of my favorites. And it hits hard. I mean, hard enough to damage the actual map. Gore Magala hates rocks. Dwayne Johnson better watch out. Its armor and weapons are dope as hell. Literally, they look like they're from hell. You know it means business because all its weapon names are in German, the land of chocolate and pain. This goth dragon don't be messing around. It has 6 limbs, it attacks you with exploding purple drank, stabs you with its claws, winged talons, it leaves behind deadly liquid My Chemical Romance albums. It's also blind, so don't bother with flash bombs, they won't affect it. Not that anyone besides me really uses those anymore. When it enters the frenzy state, it grows horns and Storm from X-Men shows up and makes the sky dark, and you gotta fight him in the shade. That ability alone makes it a cool monster. Look at all that darkness, looking like a Organization 13 member. Mr. Spaceman, what is the frenzy? I'll be brief but thorough in case it comes back in Sunbreak. The frenzy virus is Gore Magala's trademark blight. The story in Monster Hunter 4 was about the frenzy virus. Basically, Gore Magala hatches and sneezes a bunch, so it got a bunch of monsters sick with the frenzy virus, which causes other monsters to go bananas, hence the name. Wait, a blind creature spreading a disease? When did this game come out? When you fought Gore Magala or other frenzy monsters, there was a chance that your hunter could also catch the frenzy virus from their attacks. And by that I mean, you will, every time you fight it. This might change in Sunbreak, but in the previous games, when you get the frenzy, the game turns into a race against time. The blight bar would gradually fill up, and you have to hit the monster enough times before it fills all the way up. If you manage to do this, you'll actually receive a temporary boosty to your affinity and a temporary immunity to getting reinfected. If you're not fast enough and the blight bar fills up all the way, then the red portion of your health bar that you can naturally recover won't recover. Plus you'll take more damage from a frenzied monster's attacks. If the bar is filling up too fast for you, then you could eat a nullberry to slow it down and buy yourself some more time to get some more hits in. In Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, there were certain monsters that were also able to suppress the effects of the frenzy while keeping its buffs, turning it into an apex monster. These are different apexes from the apexes already in Rise with the Rampage. They really should have given them a new name. These frenzy apexes were very powerful and would barely take damage from your weapons. You'd have to use special whetstones called Y-stones in order to damage it and knock it out of the apex state. Yeah, but who is in Gore's crew? You can't mention Gore Magala without bringing up its future form, Shageru Magala. Gore is kinda like a baby elder dragon, and after it sheds its outer shell like your shy coworker after a couple cocktails at the office Christmas party, it becomes an adult elder dragon, Shageru Magala. It goes from demon dragon to angel dragon, like the chord progression of every metal song. Even though it digivolves into an elder dragon, Gore Magala is technically not an elder dragon, so shock and pitfall traps will work on Gore, but will not work on Shageru, unless they change that in the future. Shageru Magala is like a more powerful Gore Magala. You know it means business because you usually fight it in a special one-zone arena by itself, and it has its own theme song separate from Gore's theme song. It also has cool weapons and armor that look like biblically inaccurate angels. And finally, we got the half and half Oreo combo cookie of Gore and Shageru, known as Chaotic Gore Magala. It's a Gore Magala that tried molting at midnight on New Year's Eve, but got spooked by the fireworks halfway through, so it only half transformed. You know this monster means business because it has abilities from both Gore and Shageru, and it has its own theme song that's like a remix of both regular Gore and Shigeru's themes. Even though it's halfway between each one, it's usually the most powerful one, I think? Don't quote me on that though. All 3 of these monsters are extremely weak to fire damage, just like you in real life. I remember me and my friends in 4 Ultimate all grinded up G-Rank Chaotic Gore Magala armor for hours to get ready for the final boss at the end of G-Rank, only to learn that the last monster in 4 Ultimate is the Oil Dragon Gogmazios, who, you guessed it, does fire damage. So we never beat 4 Ultimate, we just decided close enough. So I don't know if they want to bring back Gogmazios and Sunbreak so I can finally beat it like 6 years later with an actual controller this time instead of a 3DS touchscreen to control the camera. Yeah, that'd be super appreciated. Anyways, I'm not saying that Shaggy and Chaos are guaranteed to show up in Rise, but I will say that given the evolutionary nature of these monsters and how it looks like they're gonna be putting a whole lot of monsters in this game, it's highly likely. On the next episode of Who Dat? I don't know anything about S-Penis. I never played Frontier. Did you? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to angstily thrust your wing talons into that subscribe button. Also, here's a great video by my main man Super Rad all about Monster Hunter Frontier if you want to learn about España. Comment below with what monsters you're excited to see return in Sunbreak, and that's it, video's over.